Hello and welcome to Designer Discussions with Jason, Mirjam, and Maria. Today we are talking about becoming a marketing expert for your business. Welcome to Designer Discussions podcast with
Mirjam,
Maria,
and Jason. Tune in each week where we discuss marketing, PR, and business advice for design professionals. Are you ready to get serious about marketing your interior design business? Our Designer Discussions Marketing Studio offers a series of in-depth, actionable, and done-for-you content to guide your marketing, PR, and business development. We want to help you transform your business and elevate it to work with your dream clients. Go to designerdiscussions.com/marketing studio to get started.
I am very excited about this topic because it has been a long time in the making. So today we're talking about something that we here at Designer Discussions have created to help you master your marketing for your business. The reason why we're doing this is because we have seen the need in the people that we have worked with and talked with over the last few years that we have been doing this. And you may or may not know this, but for more than 2 years, I ran a membership that taught interior designers specifically how to get their own PR. And Maria was one of my founding members. And Jason and I connected about at the same time and started collaborating. And it just so happened that both of them always showed up for my weekly calls. And over the course of the months and years that I was running the membership, it really turned out that, people would join and we always talked about PR. Obviously, that was the purpose of it, but the need for advice was much greater. And there was a lot of social media questions, a lot of marketing questions. And basically, Maria and Jason helped me run my membership by providing advice for the questions of the members. So basically what I realized is that, I'm a PR person. I love PR. It is really important for everybody's business, but there's so much on a small business owner's plate that it's really difficult to dedicate, even if it's just an hour or two a week, to just doing PR, because they have to do all the rest of the marketing too. So I thought, and obviously now we've had this podcast for 2 years, so we've become really good partners and friends. And I'm like, it just makes sense that we expand the membership to include all the topics that people have questions on. And that gave birth to the Designer Discussions Academy, which we're talking about today. And I don't know, Jason, Maria, talk a little bit about how you've experienced the growth and the need that we have seen in our audience over the time that we have been doing this.
So the number one thing I would say is it's all actually easier than most people feel it is. Everybody feels like all of this stuff that needs to get done is a burden. How am I supposed to do this marketing and wrangle all my clients? How am I supposed to get these projects finished and train my intern or my assistant? So what I have found is that if you understand clearly how you're supposed to execute getting your PR, how you're supposed to be executing posting on social media and what that needs to look like, what the trends are, how to respond to the media about things, how to make sure your website is set up so that you aren't actually burdened by it. And I know it seems like that this is an impossible task, but we are setting up a structure where in 12 months, you're going to come out of this feeling like you've been supported the whole entire time, that you've learned very clearly how to manage each month. We're taking an aspect of your business and we're going to go over it. And we're also going to give you that one-on-one support that you need, where you can ask the questions and you can get answers for those specific things that have been burdening you. And creating a community and an environment where people can bounce questions off each other and you can kind of get a steady feed of pertinent information. And the reason why we're doing this is because, especially the expert interior designers, y'all are sitting around looking at other people and how they're showing up in marketing and social media. And you're like, I just can't get there. I don't have enough time to do it. I get it. But the reality is, if you just learn enough on how to do it, you don't have to do as much. It's actually a lot easier. Imagine being able to put everything you need to get together organized in a way that you can execute it each month, that you can hand the information off to an assistant or a VA and then be hands off. Like actually be hands off, because you already have the sheets of what you need to have done and how you want it done. So what we're doing is we're going to fill this void. We're filling a void where you don't have to hire a marketing firm to do your SEO and a PR firm and have someone doing your social media. And we're going to teach you how to do everything that you need to have done in a way that you could have an assistant do it, or you could have your VA take it over. That way, those things are managed in-house. You have some control over it, and you're not having to pay those big dollars each month, because we understand most of our interior designers are small businesses, and it's going to be sort of too difficult to outsource all of that to experts.
Yes. Yeah.
And I hear that all the time. I talk to a lot of designers and remodelers that they want the help, but they don't want to hire our agency or other agencies to do it all. Or they may have in-house personnel that does not really have the knowledge, but they just want to help get them up to speed. And up until now, we really haven't had an option to, okay, well, if you don't hire us or another marketing agency, this is another option. So this is that other option where we're actually teaching you and coaching you on the steps you need to take to enhance your business in the areas of marketing, PR, business development, and others. And we're always on the cutting edge. We're going to talk a lot about AI, which is Maria's expertise in automation. And if you've heard us on other podcasts talk about the trends for next year, automation is growing. And if you're not on top of that, you're going to be one of the businesses that are left behind. And so this is a way to help keep you up to date with a lot of that and helping you know what is happening in terms of the trends that are happening in a marketing PR world as well.
And I can imagine people listening to this and thinking, this sounds really great, but how does it actually work? What does it entail? How much time do I have to invest? Because that's always one of the number one concerns that people have. So the way we structured the academy is every month is dedicated to a topic. And every month we're going to have a 1 hour long training session on that specific topic that comes with a 30-minute live Q&A right after it. That's not your only opportunity to ask questions, though, because every Friday we're going to have a live call, a group call with all the members where you can come and bring your questions relating to, there's going to be homework that comes with the training. And we're going to use our group calls sort of as coaching sessions where you can come and bring your content and we will review it and we'll actually provide hands-on help for the problems that you encounter during this. And if you have a burning other question that's not related to the topic of the month, we'll gladly talk about that too. So there's a framework, but it's casual enough that hopefully everybody who comes in can get their needs met. There is also going to be an exclusive Facebook group just for us to communicate and have a little bit of a community feeling and provide accountability, which I have found is one of the key ingredients and the key benefits of joining any kind of group or program, because you're much more likely to be plugging in and committing to doing the work. There is a little bit of work involved. Yeah, that's just always how it happens. But if you're with other people that help motivate and engage you, it's much easier to get that done.
Mirjam, will you be providing PR opportunities for people within this membership?
Yes, actually, I will. And it's something I've been doing for a very long time. And it was a key part of my old membership too, which has been very popular. So we're carrying this over. And as part of the membership, you are going to be receiving opportunities from media that are asking for specific submissions. And it'll involve a couple of different sources. One of them is Haro, which we have talked about a lot, but we'll also tap into other ones that are emerging. So yes, that is definitely a part of the Academy.
Jason, will you be doing website reviews for people and helping people to see what they're doing right and what they're doing wrong?
Yes, that will be an aspect of it. And one of the months, like Mirjam talked about, will be just on website optimization, and we'll do audits on different people's websites to have them understand what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong, and how they can enhance websites to increase the traffic that comes to their website.
And Mirjam, are you going to help us with our messaging for our businesses and making sure we're touching on topics that are relevant?
Absolutely. It's one of my favorite topics. Why wouldn't I do that? Right. It's like a subscription, a membership that is intended to teach you everything you need to know to effectively run the marketing for your business. It includes marketing topics like SEO, email marketing. It includes PR topics like getting media coverage, pitching people, brand partnerships, and it includes business and business development, client communication topics that are also important. And Maria is our resident expert for that. So we have artificial intelligence, how to move people through the process. Anyway, that's a lot of different things,
Well, I'm super excited about this opportunity because I do think that there's been a hole where designers have just needed one person to bounce off questions about marketing and their SEO and what their website looks like, and then an opportunity to reach out to someone with the expertise that Mirjam does and her record of being in the interior design industry at a high level of being in charge of Kohler's PR, that where an interior designer can directly ask someone of that caliber those questions that make us feel like we just don't have access to the right resources. Well, now we're going to make that available to you. And the businesses that have the longevity, the businesses that see growth, they are marketing their businesses. They're also great designers. And the difference between a great designer that isn't marketing their business is going to be what their take-home salary is. And so what we're wanting to do is help you to make more money, have better clients, and do all the things that you know you're supposed to do, but make it easier for you. And this will help you to have longevity in the industry, and you won't feel as bogged down with all of the business things that we're supposed to be responsible for doing for ourselves. So we are super excited to introduce the Designer Discussions Marketing Studio Academy so that in 12 months, we're going to get you there. 12 months, a little bit of commitment each month, meeting with us directly, us helping you through any of your barriers and getting you where you want to go.
And if you're interested to learn more, we'll put all the information in the show notes, and hopefully some of you will join us on this new adventure.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Designer Discussions and all of the helpful information. Subscribe to our podcast, leave us a review, and share it with your friends. We look forward to having you back next week. For more information on the podcast and the marketing studio, visit designerdiscussions.com and follow us on social media.